It is Monday, February 6th, 2023. I'm Chris Ramo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It is a Monday puzzle today, which means it should be a nice, simple, gentle, themed puzzle, and I certainly hope it is, because I'm extremely pressed for time. I will never cease to be amazed at the manner in which my computer is unbelievably adept at inferring what days on what days I am extremely pressed for time, and then picking exactly those days to decide to act up and not turn on in the morning. It is really quite extraordinary. In any case, this was one of those days, and that has left me with even less time to solve the crossword. So hopefully it goes quickly. So let's review this with alacrity, shall we? So this very rushed edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by David Innes, Josh Lucas, Bradley Pirtle, and, as always, the invaluable Timothy Mark and the indomitable Shoalmaster. So thank you so much to the 5 of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, for their generous support. And if you'd like to become a benefactor like those 5 and get the Daily Solve Let's Check the Crosses mug, you can find that at patreon.com/dailysolve, or in a link in the description field underneath the video. And by following that same link, you can become a patron at any level and get access to all of the bonus videos that I've got up on the channel to date, as well as the new ones that go up each week. And I did finally put up this week's mini puzzle speed solve yesterday, so the next acrostic puzzle will follow shortly. Thank you to everybody who is a backer at any level. I do very much appreciate that. And do consider joining if you're interested in the bonus content I put up there every multiple times a week. All right, you can also subscribe to the channel, thanks to everybody who's done that, and join the Daily Solve Discord chat server. There's a link in the description field to that as well. All right, let's get on to the puzzle. This is a Monday crossword by Taylor Johnson. This is Taylor Johnson's second crossword for the New York Times, and it was edited, as always, by Will Shorts. So let's start solving. All right, apt rhyme for pause. I don't know why I can't say that. Steep drop off a cliff, perhaps. Cries loudly. It'll end with an S. A mountain could be a peak, maybe. Edible squash seed. Oh, is it a pepita, I believe? Pumpkin seeds, squash seeds. Phenomenon witnessed from space, or a hint to this puzzle's sequence of shaded squares. Earthrise? I wonder, like sunrise, but seen from space. On the ocean. If you're on the ocean, you're a sea, also often used metaphorically to suggest you're confused or unsure of your route. C minor and F sharp major for 2 are keys, musical keys, in which you could play a song. A relaxed feeling would be a feeling of ease, and a gazelle to a cheetah would be its prey. A cheetah would prey on a gazelle. Dogs with curly tails, Akitas, there we go, so a nice cross of Akitas and Pepita. Salad green, some chefs massage to soften. Sometimes recipes tell you to massage kale. I usually don't bother, but I probably should. Ire is wrath, anger, fury. Ancient tool for hunters or warriors, a spear or something, but I'm not sure what. Texas city between Dallas and Austin could be Waco, Texas. And if one is not yet found as a criminal, one is at large. You're on the loose. Courage, metaphorically, could be guts. We use that to refer to the presence of courage. And a computer menu with undo and redo would be the edit menu, has those options. Birth control option for short could be an IUD, an intrauterine device. And Italian wide region, ASTI, which I sometimes misremember as ASTA. I think I'm getting it more straight recently, thanks to frequency in the puzzle. If one does sums, one adds, does arithmetic, adds things up. And the most strange of a particular group would be the oddest. So here we have Earth again. Right, okay. Look at that. Do we have Earth in all of the... Oh, right, so this is depicting Earthrise. I see. Let's go ahead and put Earth into all of these. Sometimes people are disappointed when I don't take advantage of thematic knowledge to jump ahead in that way, so we'll do it today. Like a diet low in sodium and favoring whole grains. Heart healthy? A heart-healthy diet, maybe? That's a sort of phrase I think I've seen before, probably. Gotcha, I hear thee? Oh, I hear that. Okay, that's better. I was thinking, I hear thee. That's a strange way to say gotcha. Okay, so what was this? Spear thrower. Oh, right. A sort of, you could make it out of, I don't know, leather or some kind of twine or something. To be hurting is to ache. Life of Pi director Lee is Ong Lee. And singing voice above baritone is a tenor. Earl Grey tea is, of course, a variety of tea with bergamot. And like some retro carpeting would be shag carpeting associated with the 1970s. More intelligent is sharper, maybe? See if that works with the crosses. Eyelid irritation? No, it's not. Because an eyelid irritation is probably a sty, a little sort of growth in one's eyelid. So the R of HRH is His or Her Royal Highness, so royal there for the R. And more intelligent. That's what I'm not when trying to solve this particular clue. Sweetie could be, I'm not sure. Sounds of wonderment, ahs or oohs, I'm not sure which. Popular same-sex dating app. Grindr? Whoops. Yeah, I think that's right. And like many apps, for whatever reason, they've left a letter out. It's just a thing that happens with apps. No one knows why. Bunches, I guess it's to make it trademarkable, I suppose. Or more easily trademarkable and enforceable. Bunches are gobs, maybe. And sounds of wonderments probably are oohs. And then sweetie, oh, bae, right, in the modern parlance. Wander is roam. Oops. It's simply smarter. Okay, there we go. More intelligent, smarter. For some reason, couldn't think of that. I wasn't smart enough. Twisty-shaped pasta rotini is a twisty pasta shape. And a major toy maker is Mattel, the manufacturer of Barbie. What the Apollo 8 crew was orbiting when astronaut Bill Anders took his iconic 11 down photograph, Earthrise photograph, must have been the moon, clearly. Okay. Fancy seeing you here. Oh, hi. Have humans been in orbit around anything other than the sun and the moon? I mean, is there anything else that is, within that range in outer space that would have a gravitational or sort of gravitational pull strong enough to exert force to sustain an orbit? I wouldn't have thought so. It would just be the Earth and the Moon, right? It's just a deeply ignorant question, so I apologize. It just occurred to me when it said what the Apollo 8 crew was orbiting. I mean, there really isn't any other option other than the Earth itself. Alas, but maybe there is, and I just haven't thought it through. Alas, ah me or ah no, ah me probably. Alas, ah me, that's sort of a Shakespearean sort of thing. Country bordering Yemen would be Oman, and a neti pot is a device for cleaning sinuses. I've never used one, but you sort of run saline solution maybe or water through your nose. All right, tax IDs are social security numbers and in the United States, and clothing line could be a seam in an article of clothing. Tucked away could be pocketed away or something like that. It's not going to be that. Wiggle from discomfort. You could squirm in discomfort. And cries loudly. It's actually kind of surprising. One really shouldn't be used to clean your ears, doctors say. Q-tips, sort of a funny object, or I'm pretty sure the overwhelmingly common use that it serves is one that the packaging says you should not use it for. Blank ve again in Spanish. Vez, maybe? My pronunciation in Spanish is so ignorant. But it'd be otro, I would think, because otro is other, so sort of part of again, I would think that is. Cries loudly. Sobs, of course, there we go. Didn't see that. Humongous could be big, and a strong desire is an urge. One of the two main, otra, because it's the feminine form, I suppose. So, and that's because one of the two main branches of Islam would be Shia Islam, and the other biggest branch being Sunni. Tucked away, stashed away, maybe? That's plausible. Higher on the Rotten Tomatoes rating scale, fresher. So Rotten Tomatoes is the review aggregate website that aggregates the percentage of positive reviews of a movie. So it's not an average of reviews, it's a percentage of those that the site considers fresh, in other words, positive. All right, so a steep drop-off does look like a cliff with that F. Meat that may be chopped liver, chopped liver, is sort of stereotypically used as something of low value in English idiomatic speech. Apt rhyme for pause. Oh, clause. Right, okay, pause can often contain clause. Maximum allowed, it would be the limit. And the first Miss Donald Trump, Ivania, I want to say. Is that take the pot in poker to win? Yeah. And to wow somebody is to amaze them. So the red hat of the Ottoman Empire is a fez associated with that part of the world. And I think we saw everything in that area. If one wowed somebody else, one awed them. And what one should do before cutting once is measure twice. Oh, what one should do twice. I missed that part in the clue. And I was thinking, that's strange. Is there another measure somewhere? But yes, as they say, measure twice, cut once. For heaven's sake, dear God, maybe, and the tonally, the sort of heavens, presence of heaven would tie in there, and that's often how these clues work with exclamations like this, but I'm not 100% certain, so I might leave it out until I get some crosses on the rest of the down. Sound of a contented cat could be a purr. If one entertains someone, one amuses them. Very in French is très for very. Didn't really need to say for anything, it says it in the clue. A salon job could be a perm, a permanent hair treatment. To bring someone on staff is to hire them. A narrow inlet is a ria, in the sense of a body of water, and then water feature. And then a Thanksgiving side dish is yams, often served with Thanksgiving meals in the U.S. Supermodel Kate Upton, I've heard of, and send as a payment is remit payment. Wear something away is to erode it, often used in geological terms. The P of MPH is per as in miles per hour, of course. U.S. facility in Cuba informally is Gitmo, Guantanamo Bay, with this sort of weird contraction, Gitmo. Egg-shaped is ovoid, and al dente is firm as pasta, so usually cooked a little bit, maybe a minute less than the package instructs you to, and you get that nice, pleasant bite. So this was Dear God, and then al dente, and so I've heard. There we go, and that's the final clue, I believe, and there we go. All right, sorry for the rushed solve. I'm really running out of time. So I will quickly go over this nice, very nicely illustrated theme here. So the moon, around which astronaut Bill Anders was orbiting when he took his iconic photo of Earthrise, which in turn is depicted in these shaded cells. So we see the Earth rising up from the vantage point of the moon. Very good. A very nice, clean theme. And of course, it could be solved without knowledge of the theme, I suppose, except, yeah, actually this one, 53 down the moon, you do need to, oh no, that's not true. You don't need to have understood the theme because Earthrise is simply clued in the normal manner on 11 down. So in fact, every single theme-related answer can be solved without having identified the theme, but I don't even know what that means because the theme is literally spelled out in this ordinary 11 down clue. So there we go. That was the puzzle for Monday, February 6th. Fortunately, it didn't give me a huge amount of trouble, which as we wouldn't expect it to on a Monday, but you never know. Sometimes things can just strike you the wrong way. Let me know how you found this puzzle. I enjoyed that nice simple theme. And I will be back tomorrow for the Tuesday crossword. Do join me then. But until that point, please do have an excellent remainder of your Monday. Take care.